Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to my channel. This video is an application of software-defined radio. My setup is quite simple. I'm running actually screen recording on both of my PCs, so I don't have to move around with the cameras. This Flowgraph that you're seeing, this is right now is running on my Linux computer. And with that laptop, I have connected my PlutoSDR. And on the other hand, the other screenshot that you're seeing, the other video that you're seeing, this is basically your RTL-SDR dongle is connected, and I have GQRX is running on the separate laptop. Now let's walk you through the Flowgraph, what this Flowgraph is. So I'm using my PlutoSDR to transmit a signal at 915 megahertz using a block called constellation modulator. That's the key block that I'm using to transmit a signal at 915 megahertz, and we're going to try to receive that signal. So the Flowgraph is quite simple. I'm using a vector source. You can use a random uniform source as well. We'll see the difference at the receive side of a signal. What's the difference? So I'm using a vector source that is generating 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, sequence of zeros and 1 in a form of a byte. This is going into a unpacked to packed block. What this block will do, it actually converts these bits into a chunk. So bits per chunk, it will take about 4 of these. You don't need to if you want. And next is your constellation modulator block. Everything exactly the same. The only parameter that I'm changing is actually the alpha parameter, which is about 500 milli. That's about it. That which is being controlled by this variable. So nothing is being changed. Yes, the constellation block is being controlled by a block called constellation object. That's the block that is being controlled by. So this constellation block is being controlled by this block, which is called constellation object. And what this constellation object is, you have different constellation types, right? You have 16 QM, 8 PSK, differential QPSK, QPSK, BPSK, variable constellation, things like that. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to leave this, or just to show you what just to show you the transmission, I'm going to leave this to 16 QAM. Now next, this is just a multiply constant block. This is just to keep the signal going from above +1 and below -1. And this is going into a PlutoSDR sync because I'm going to transmit using PlutoSDR at a frequency 915 megahertz. This is being controlled by int center frequency 915 megahertz. Everything exactly the same. I'm using a sample rate of having an int, basically it's just integer value. That's about it. Nothing else. And I'm visualizing this signal in a GUI time sync and a GUI frequency sync. That's the idea. So I have my PlutoSDR sync. PlutoSDR is connected. On the other laptop, I am running GQRX at 915 megahertz. Let's try to transmit a signal. And you can go with, let me just disable this and open up a uniform random source. That's fine, you can do that. And just simply, okay, and enable this, so you'll see. So let me run this Flowgraph now. You know what, I don't need this either, so let me just disable this. So when I run this Flowgraph, all of a sudden you should start noticing this is what a signal looked like. A uniform random source that is being generated 0 to 16, nothing fancy going on. Let's compare this to your receive signal. So this is what I'm transmitting. If you can look at it closely, this is and let me turn off my transmitter attenuation. So this is what you're transmitting. So this is exactly what I'm transmitting, a bandwidth of this, and this is exactly what I'm receiving. Now when I turn on my attenuation, transmitter attenuation, you can see the signal strength is going down at the receiving end when I play with this, right? And when I don't have transmitter attenuation on, you can exactly see whatever I'm transmitting, this is exactly I'm receiving, right? So it's a uniform source that I'm using. So the signal is uniform and is being modulated at 915 megahertz. Of course, you can see this transmit signal here as well. But this is not giving me anything. I mean, just showing me what's being transmitted. Now, let's do this. Instead of uniform source, as soon as I stop my transmission, there's nothing which is being transmitted. So let me just take this, let me disable this, let me enable the vector source. Now the vector source, I have signal which is coming in a form of a burst, which is like 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, and so on, whatever that sequence is. So let me try to transmit that. So this is being modulated at 915 megahertz using my PlutoSDR sync. And when I receive this signal now at the receiver end, here we go. This is what you are exactly seeing. You're seeing zeros and one in a form of a burst. And this is what you are seeing, your signal. Now, definitely you can turn on the attenuation and there is no signal. I can turn off my attenuation. And here we go. So you have a lot of signals in a form of zeros and one that you are visualizing at the receiving end, clearly using your RTL-SDR dongle. So the signal is being transmitted from my Adlam PlutoSDR and it's being received by my RTL-SDR dongle at a different location at a different PC, and you can clearly see that. Now when I turn off my transmission from PlutoSDR, you can just turn it off and it's off, and we turn it on again, and here we go. Here we go, and I just turn off the attenuation. So zeros and ones, every signal is being modulated using 16 QAM. At least shows with respect to 16 QAM, and you can change the constellation diagram as you like. So that's the idea. So if you have any questions, leave it in a comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Yes, I've been seeing a lot of requests which are coming in for specific things that that you guys want me to do. I have to actually look into it first, and nowadays I'm not getting much time. So but I've seen a request that a person wants me to actually do the video transmission using the room radio. I'll do that soon. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.